Hello. Many of you have contacted me to ask about the timings for this exam, so here's a short video to help you. Here's an exam paper. The first thing you'll notice is that it takes 2 hours, but how this is divided up is quite interesting. Section A, you'll notice, carries exactly the same marks, 40 marks, as Section B, and so you would expect to spend an hour on each section. But if we look a little further, we see that the advice is slightly contradictory. So Section A, here we are, non-fiction and media, this is the reading part of the exam, and the examiners tell us this: you are advised to spend about 1 hour on this section. Okay, well, so far so good, but then we get to Section B, and the same examiners are telling us to spend 50 minutes on this section, the writing section. So what's happened to the missing 10 minutes? If we look at question 1, I can answer question 1 simply by reading the first paragraph, seeing if that's got anything to do with the question. And you've seen in previous videos how you isolate the keywords, so the thoughts and feelings that he has and what we learn about black bears, and you can simply start writing straight away. There is a case for annotating that first article for information you find out about bears, and then for information you get with feelings and thoughts. And remember, I just use the code B for bears, T for thoughts, F for feelings, and that might take me 2 minutes. When I go on to my next questions, I'm looking at language in this question, and my keyword is terrifying. Well, I don't have to read the whole article to find what I'm going to write about. I've shown you in previous videos that I'm just going to use the random finger and just find quotations. They'll pop up automatically. And then if we go to question 3, you'll see that the keyword here is entertaining, and exactly the same will apply. As I'm reading through the article, I will find things that are meant to be entertaining, and by the way, if I don't think they're entertaining, I'm just going to lie. So, in my version, I don't have to spend those 10 minutes reading the text. I'm going to read as I write. Okay, what else do I need to know about timings? Well, there are 3 sets of marks, 12, 14 and 14. In total they come to 40, and those of you with any mathematical ability will realize that if there are 40 marks and 60 minutes, then I'm going to spend 1.5 minutes per mark. So a 12-mark question will take me 18 minutes, 14-mark question will take me 21, and so will the next 14-mark question. And in that time I would have taken up an hour. So what do I do with my extra 10 minutes? Well, it may be that my explanations aren't full enough for question 2 or question 3, and I go back to them. So that's one possibility. A second possibility is that I know I've got an extra 10 minutes at the end, so when I've got to the end of my 18 minutes here, I can give myself an extra 3. And when I've got to the end of my 21 minutes here, I can give myself an extra 3. And when I've got to the end of my 21 minutes here, I can give myself an extra 3, and that will total 9 minutes, and then I'm ready. What would I do in those 3 minutes? Well, I'd have a look and see if my explanations are full enough for question 3. Have I made enough explanation about it being entertaining? In question 2, have I made enough explanation about it being terrifying? And in question 1, you'll remember that I need to make about 12 points, and so I'd simply see if I've made all 12, and then I'd double check that I'd written some kind of overview. And if I feel I haven't got an overview, I'm going to cheat like this. I'm going to look at my last point, which is likely to be about the ending of the passage, and I'm going to take an idea from that and rewrite it in my first point. And the easy way to do that is to say what effect Guy Grieve is trying to achieve. Okay, so hopefully that helps you with the timings for the reading paper. When I get to the writing paper, I've got 50 minutes, and the examiner's encouraging me to plan, and I think I will make a short video on how you can plan if you choose to, and also on how you can choose between question 4 and question 5. I will want sometime at the end of this 40-mark question to look at my accuracy, because 14 out of the 40 marks are for the accuracy of my sentences and my punctuation. So I am going to save 5 minutes probably at the end of the exam to double check. That's an emergency double check, because as I write I'm going to try and get everything right first time, and I double check my punctuation as I go. But that final 5 minutes is a double check, an insurance policy. And under no circumstances will I ever finish an exam early. If I finish writing, I've written too quickly, and it means I have to go back and check, can I improve it by adding in some more vocabulary, some extra punctuation, rejigging a sentence, adding an extra bit in, whatever. I'm going to use every last moment that I'm allowed. And that's it. Once your 2 hours are up, you're done, and not before. Good luck in your exam, but if you follow my advice, you won't be leaving it to luck. So I hope this video has been helpful.